Hello everyone. So today I'm out again, and today I'm gonna be working on my truck again. And thankfully there is no check engine lights or anything like that, so don't be alarmed. It's all good. Today is just one of the parts of the restoration, upgrading. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be working on my headlights today, because as you can see, they are a little bit foggy. They're not the greatest, not as much as I would like. So a week ago or so I ordered a 3M restoration kit, especially that it was on sale, can't beat that. So a couple of days ago it came in, and today I decided to do some work on it. So as for now, just gonna clean the lens, tape off with a painter's tape around the corners. I'm not too concerned about the bumpers, the plastics, because I'm actually planning to paint them sometimes down the line. But anyways, I'm gonna just tape it off just to be on the safe side, and we see how it goes. Hopefully I don't mess it up, hopefully I don't make it worse or anything, and we'll see the results afterwards. Stay tuned, guys. So here's the kit itself. It comes with all the necessary parts in there, I guess. All the sandpaper and the rubbing compound. Hopefully it's enough for both lens. That's instructions and all the sandpaper. So here the foam part. Yep, that should be good. Alright, the lens is clean and dry. Now I'm just gonna tape off all the parts that I don't want to damage. And we'll proceed with sanding. The only problem is the tape I got is kind of all breaking up apart. There we go. Not much better. Carefully slide it in, so we have as less exposed paint as possible. And like I said, I don't really care that much about the plastic part, as I'm gonna be painting it later on, sometimes in the future, but still, as a precaution. I'm gonna tape it off a little bit. Should be right. Just like that. Gonna put a double layer on the paint. Alright, and that should do it. Now the fun part begins. Now I got my cordless drill. Just gonna put the disc on it. The good part that it has settings for 3 speeds, so I'm just gonna put it on the medium speed. And then we're gonna start with our sanding. The first one is 500 grit. Alright guys, here we go, wish me luck. Nice and easy. This part over here is gonna be kind of tricky because of all that bump over here. It might not come out too perfect, but we'll see. Just gonna get a paper towel or a towel to clean it off so there is less debris, so it doesn't continue scratching. Right here, I don't know if you can see, there is a little crack, like a rock chip in there that I didn't know about, right there. Okay, it's all easy now, except for this part. I don't know if I can get it in there. Or this part. I mean, maybe if I try to remove the bumper, I can get in here better. Let's see if I can remove the bumper. That way I have more access to this part. Alright, so let's see if I can remove the bumper. That was super easy. There's just with 4 pins on top. You just pull it out just with your bare hands. And then there's 4 pins that go inside here, plastic pins. You just stick your hand under the bumper, the grill, and just kind of push them out a little bit, and they slide right out. And now I have full access to this side. Isn't that beautiful? So alright, I just removed the bumper. It was super easy. There was just 4 pins on top. You pull them out, and then the, well, not the bumper, the grill, of course. You pull those pins out, and then inside here there is another 4 pins that are attached to the grill itself, and they just slide in. You just push them out and you take the whole thing out. Alright, so now we can proceed with this side, and yeah. Okay, clean it up. Maybe just gonna touch up one time over here. Tape is starting to peel off over here. Just gonna add more painter's tape just to be on the safe side, because once I start spraying some water over there, it's probably gonna get even worse. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay. Unfortunately, I will not be able to get to this part over there. I mean, if we even I try like that, but I don't want to overdo the other side. Alright, this side is done with the 500 grit. I'm gonna move to the next side, to the 500 grit over there, and then I switch to the next part, which is 800 grit. I'll do both sides like that, and then once I finish with that, of course, it's gonna be a wet sanding with a 3000 grit, and the last step is gonna be applying the foam with a rubbing compound. I'm thinking to do each side simultaneously. So let it sit like that for now, and I'm gonna move to the next side. And once again, just gonna apply painter's tape, which is getting all messed up, but it's alright. Might not be perfect, but it sure should be better than it was before, and that's my current goal anyways. Maybe sometimes down the line I will be able to upgrade my headlights to new ones, which is also always a nice thing to do, because all of these restoration kits, all of this stuff, it's only temporary stuff. It doesn't last. I mean, yes, you can maintain it, you can apply some kind of a wax or clear coat, but eventually it will go bad again. So no matter how much you try, down the line it's still gonna go bad. But right now my main goal is just to just to restore it a little bit, to be a little bit nicer, at least for the time being. A little more over here, a little bit more of the edges, which I'm not really even be able to do these edges, so I don't know. Alright, this should be good. And here we go again, sanding this side with a 500 grit. Another one over here, one little over here, and another one over here, a chip from the rocks. Okay, just gonna switch the sandpaper because I have plenty of those. They give really a lot of these ones. Came like with 8 of them, and so far I only used 2. I know I'm being too cheap. Alright, I think this looks good. I think this is ready for the next step, for the next sandpaper. Nice and even, except maybe for this part, which because of this bump is really hard to get in there. Okay, now let's switch to the 300. I mean 800 grit. My bad. Okay, nice and very smooth surface, and looks like frosted glass right now, like how it's supposed to be. Alright, so now we're back to the passenger side. Gonna continue doing this side with 800 grit sandpaper. Clean it up. I'm gonna switch the sandpaper to a new disc and continue sanding for a little bit more. Not really happy about this side over here because there's nothing you can do. I cannot get in there. just gonna touch up the other side a little bit, and then we move into the wet sanding. So I think this is good right now. Now it's time to move on to the wet sanding. I still have few discs left of the previous sandpaper, so I'm just gonna have to keep them for now. Just gonna apply some water on the lens. That's why it's called wet sanding. Apply some on the pad itself. Okay, kind of spraying stuff all over my engine bay. I wish I had a tarp to cover it up. Alright, so I grabbed a piece of cardboard just to cover up my engine bay, so no debris flies in there, and just continue sanding a little bit more. Trying to clean it up from all the leftovers of the lens, all the stuff that I just sanded off. I want just to drip it down, but I feel like it's already looking better. Now I'm just gonna let the driver's side dry a little bit, then I clean it up before I apply the final step. Now we're gonna do the wet sanding this part. So again, more water. More water. More water on this, on the pad, and let's start sanding. More water. And a little more water. I'm very excited to see the final result, how it's gonna come out. Needs more water. Okay. Just want to wash it all off. Okay, let me go check the other side. Gotta do a little bit more with here with wet sanding. Alright, now I'm just gonna clean it up, dry it out, and apply the compound. Alright, so now it's the final step. Gonna put the foamy part on. The lens is nice and dry and clean. Just gonna clean it up one more time. I just touched this with my fingers. I don't know if that matters or not. Okay, now we just apply the compound. I think I put too much. This might be a little bit too much, but I'm just gonna spread it out all over the place first before I start sanding, or should I say buffing. Better to spread it out all over the place like that. That way it's not gonna just splatter everywhere. There we go, nice and even. And now I'm just gonna start buffing. Alright, now just gonna do the other side and we'll come back to this side later. Alright, and now there's the same thing over here. Just gonna spread it out all over the place first. And we start buffing. Okay, now for this side, I'm just gonna go and touch up the other side a little bit more. I feel like it needs a little bit more compound, and we'll see. Just gonna add a little more compound and buff some more. I feel like it needs more. Alright, so now I'm just gonna clean the lens and see how it's gonna come out. Hopefully it came out alright. Very excited to see the final result. Wow. It's definitely looking way better than before. That's for sure. I mean, it's not perfect, but for $13 and just what, a half hour of work, this looks actually amazing. I'm very happy with this. I know, yeah, over here didn't come out as good, but what can you do? Just gonna try to touch up these edges over here one more time. Okay, now let's clean it up. Wow, much better. Now I'm gonna try to do the same thing over here, just touch up these edges over here a little bit. Okay, let's clean it up. Wow, I think it looks beautiful. So the final step that people recommend once you're done with working with a restoration kit on the lens is to apply liquid wax. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have this Maguire's liquid wax, pure synthetic, so it should be good for the lens. Just gonna rub it in, let it sit for a little bit, and just wax it off. Probably I have to remove the seal first. It's a little more. This foamy part is really absorbing a lot of it. Not too happy with this foam. Really takes a lot of wax inside of itself. And now I'm just gonna move to the next side. Now the same process over here. Okay, let it sit for a little bit. Okay, and now I'm just gonna wax off. And we'll see what's the final result of all my doings here. Wow, that looks so much better. And now I'm just gonna remove the whatever wax I applied there, just to polish it all off, and we'll see how's the final result. And I already can tell that it looks way better than it was before. Wow, look at that shine. Look at that clarity. I think it looks amazing. I'm gonna do before and after pictures so we can see actually what the difference it was. Alright, this looks much better. Now I'm just gonna go and put the grill back and just clean it up, and that's it. And to put the grill back, it's very easy. You just have to slide these 4 pins into these holes, and then on top there is 4 clips. You just put them in, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, and that's 4. That's it. That's even too easy, I feel like. Just want to make sure it's not coming out. Nope. And then you just slide these 4 pins from the top. This 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are happy with the result the same way as I am, and I'll see you guys around later.